snake. Now we'll continue from where we left. The last line which we did was being earth brown, earth golden, from the burning bowels of the earth. Till here we have done. Now the poet says, on the day of Sicilian July, with Etna smoking. Now Sicilian, actually Sicilian is the name of a city called Sicily. It is a month of July when the city of Sicily is smoking, is hot due to Etna is the name of a volcano, and the volcano has erupted. So since the volcano has erupted, there is excessive heat, there is tremendous heat, and in that heat the snake also feels the pinch of the heat, and he comes from his hiding to quench his thirst. And it so happened the snake came to quench the thirst at the water throw which belonged to the poet. The poet also happens to come at the time when the snake was drinking water. When he sees the snake has come earlier than him, he was left with no other option but to admire the king of the underworld, that is snake. The poet is terribly impressed, enchanted, mesmerized by the graceful movements of the snake. He appreciates each and every movement which the snake makes. Now continuing further, the poet says that when he saw the snake, the first impulse which came into his mind was the voice of my education said to me. Now the voice of my education means whatever the poet has learned as a part of growing up. So the poet says whatever he had learned when he was growing up, that education, that learning actually told him. Told whom? Told the poet. And what it taught, what that education told the poet? He must be killed. So this was the first impulsive reaction of the poet when he saw the snake. Though he was impressed and enchanted by the moment, but whatever he had heard from his elders, whatever he has read, whatever inputs that were provided to the poet by others, all culminated and all told him that the snake must be killed at all cost. For in Sicily, the poet further adds, the black snakes are innocent, the gold are venomous, and voices in me said, if you were a man, you would take a stick and break him now and finish him off. Now the poet says that the voices of my education said to me. That means the poet says whatever he had learned in his lifetime, through those learnings now the poet says the voices of my education said to me. That means whatever he had learned in his lifetime, that learning actually told the poet that he must be killed. That means the snake must be killed at all cost. He is snake over here. So the poet says snake must be killed. Why the snake must be killed? Not because the snake was harmful to the poet at that time, but it was an impulsive reaction because the poet has learned. And what the poet has learned? For in Sicily, that means the city where the poet belonged. Sicily is a city in Italy. So the poet says, for in Sicily the black snakes are innocent. So whatever black snakes you find in the city of Sicily, they are quite innocent. But the gold, that means the golden ones, and this snake was golden one, are venomous. Venomous are poisonous. They are poisonous. They are quite dangerous. So the poet came to know when he saw the color of the snake, which was golden, earth golden. So he came to know the snake was quite poisonous. So the poet further adds, voices in me said, if you were a man, Generally, such heroic acts are associated with human beings, the one who are quite brave as to kill the snake. So, again, the voices, that means the education, whatever inputs that were provided to the poet, those inputs actually told the poet that if he was a man, you would take a stick and break him now. Break him now means kill the snake. Kill the snake by hitting him hard with the stick. Continuing further, the poet says, but must I confess how I liked him. Now the poet says that he liked the graceful movements of the snake. So he says, he confesses, that means he accepts the fact that he started to like the snake. I over here has been used for the poet and him has been used for the snake. So the poet says he has to confess that he started to like the snake a lot. The graceful movements appeal the poet very much. Further he adds, how glad I was he had come like a guest in quiet to drink at my water throw and depart peaceful, pacified and thankless into the burning bowels of this earth. Now, as we came to know that the poet was quite impressed by the graceful movements of the snake. This is quite evident when the poet says that must I confess how I liked him. And further he adds how glad I was. Glad means happy. So the poet was quite happy. The poet was quite happy with the fact that the snake came at his water throw. So he says how glad I was he had come like a guest into quiet. The snake was a guest over there and the poet was a sort of a host. So the poet says to drink at my water throw. The water throw belonged to the poet. So the poet felt quite happy, though the first impulse came that the snake should be killed. But on the same hand, the other thoughts were also coming to his mind, and those thoughts made poet extremely happy. Why? Because the poet liked the graceful movements of the snake. The poet further says, and depart peaceful. Once the snake will quench his thirst, the snake without harming anyone will depart peacefully to his place. Pacified. Pacified means satisfied. So the poet says, the poet feels happy at the fact that the snake came, drank water, went peacefully after being satisfied by quenching his thirst, and thankless into the burning bowels of the earth without thanking anyone, without doing any formality. The snake actually came over there, drank the water. Once he was quite satisfied, once he pacified his thirst, without thanking anyone, he went to the burning bowels. Burning bowels we came to know due to the excessive heat of this earth. That means the place of his hiding. So what the snake will do once he will drink the water? So he will again go back to his living place that was in the underworld. We will continue this one